Biden laughs off question about Gavin Newsom being Democrats' plan B in 2024. Is this the clip? Go ahead and play this clip here. And then Newsweek, same day, comes out with a story. Okay, one is New York Post, one is Newsweek. Newsweek comes out with a story saying Michelle Obama favored to replace Joe Biden if he drops out. Then same day, Fox Business says only 16% of Americans say Biden has helped the middle class. And same day, Daily Mail says Biden has a $130 million war chest campaign. He could either keep it or go to somebody else. But watch this clip here. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm looking at you. We're looking at you.
Yeah, so the guy asked the question about Newsom. But so while all this stuff is going on, Newsweek, betting company Betfair, okay, is currently offering odds, if you can go to this, Rob, okay, 4-9 or 69% on Joe Biden being the Democratic nominee in November, okay? However, concerns about Biden's health, strengthened by a series of recent gaffes, has triggered speculation over whether he could end up stepping down from the contest, and if so, who would be the favorites to replace him? Betfair has Michelle Obama as second most favored 2024 Democratic presidential nominee with odds of 8-1 now. By the way, it used to be 11-1. Now it's 8-1 or 11%, making her the highest performing alternative to Biden. She's followed by Newsom 12-1, 7.7%. Then Kamala is 15-1, 6%. Then it's Whitmer, 1.3%, 74-1. Elizabeth Warren, 79-1. Hillary Clinton even made it on this list. 94-1. Okay, what'd you say, Rob? Yeah, Hillary Clinton's on the list, 94-1. So while this is going on, 22% of respondents credit President Biden for state of the economy, with 16% of middle-class families stating that they have benefited significantly. The way this is written, 16% of middle class are saying they have benefited from Biden's policy significantly. You know what this says? The way it needs to be written is 84% of middle class families stating that Biden's policies have affected them significantly. Sure. That's what's going on in America today. So if we are watching this, and this guy's got $130 million he's sitting on, I think he raised $42 million in January, okay? And Trump, meanwhile, only raised $19 million in the fourth quarter of 2023. So that war chest is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Is this where all of a sudden someone's going to swoop in and say, hey, I'm the one that's going to be the nominee. We're going to be okay. Biden steps out. Kamala Harris steps out. Tom, are you seeing more and more likelihood that someone else is going to step in instead of Biden?
Yes, and I've been on this page for a while and I haven't moved from it. And now I'm I've been up at 70%, and I think I've just crossed 80%, that at the Democrat convention, they will use their rules that are already in place, and they will nominate a different candidate for president, not named Joe Biden. I'm 80% now, and I've talked about it before. They're going to use the delegate rules that they've got. They're running an open primary, so it's a really 3-point thing. Oh, Joe Biden has decided to step aside and take a dignified sunset, point 1. Point 2, well, we really didn't run an open primary, so we really don't have a bunch of results to lean on. Point 3, hey, wait a minute. We have our own rules here about superdelegates and delegate voting, and we've gathered here for the convention. Let's nominate someone. That's how it's going to happen.
You know what's going to happen, too? My thing is, I agree with you, Tom, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to be like, they're going to try to announce Joe Biden. They're not going to give him his drugs. He's going to walk out with his underwear. His dog is going to be biting people. They're going to be like, look at this crazy bastard. We need, and by the way, you know how brilliant, not brilliant, but.
Yeah, his dog has bit 24 Secret Service people.
His dog is crazy. He's crazy. His wife she's a doctor, whatever. Here's the thing, Tom. Look at this tactic, though, because if right now Trump goes against Biden, Trump is going to mop the floor with him just because of his cognitive, like where he's at with his brain, and also all the failures. So you know what you do? You put somebody else in that you can't say anything because they haven't run, they haven't done anything, and all they're going to do is go to Trump's past, insurrection, all this economy, all the COVID, all that crap. So they're going to have, it's going to be a very, 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 very tight tight race when it's somebody like, because by the way, Michelle's going to have all the ammunition to talk crap, and she's going to have just the blind followers that are just like, yeah, it's not him. It's not him.
Yeah, that's the tactical attack. And Pat asked me, am I still on the page? Yes, I am.
100%.
It's going to happen at the convention. I'm not making that up. That is exactly the way the rules are set up. So I feel 80% chance, table is set.
While we're on this, I'm going to read this as well to add to the conversation. So Donald Trump's donor numbers fall by 200,000 compared to 2019. This is Financial Times. Donald Trump enters 2024 election year with approximately 200,000 fewer donors compared to his previous presidential campaign, raising concerns about his fundraising capabilities amid mounting legal expenses, having attracted around 516,000 donors in second half of 2023, down from 740 in the same period of his last race. Trump's campaign raised $189 million from donors in 2023, contrasting with Biden's $202 million from a smaller donor base, with a campaign official acknowledging the decline in donors as concerning, particularly on small donor side, emphasizing the need to swiftly replenish donor numbers. Republican strategist Eric Wilson suggests the drop in Trump's donor numbers may indicate donor fatigue exasperated by rising living costs and competition from rival Republican, underscoring the importance of small donors to Trump's campaign. I disagree. I think the reason why this is happening, they're not looking at a couple different things. What is going on right now that didn't happen in 2019? Like, it's almost, they write it as if the American people are dumb. In 2019, Trump was the only nominee. He was the president. So, which means Republicans only had one person to give money to. This time around, they could give money to who? With the dates.
Nikki DeSantis,
Vivek, Christie.
Our good friend Mike Pence.
Tim Scott, Mike Pence. They had all these other options to give money to. And guess who hasn't dropped out yet?
Nikki.
A lady named Nikki Haley.
How much money has she raised? Well over $100 million.
And Nikki Haley's donors are who?
Establishment
Wall Street billionaires, right, that are giving her the money.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.